Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. A couple of weeks ago, I was talking about this pumpkin spice wings that we'd had the opportunity to eat at this restaurant up in Indiana. One of my big favorite, I wouldn't call it appetizers because it's not really an appetizer, additions to a meal is a bowl of soup. I know I'm a big guy, but my entire life, even when I was a skinny, tall, skinny kid, I always was hungry. I didn't ever get filled up. And so I found that things like salad and crackers and soup will help fill you up. So when you order, like I did, a French dip sandwich and some fries, I hadn't eaten in 9 hours or something like that, and I was hungry. But there wasn't anything on the menu that was like going to satisfy me to the point where, well, I'll have a French dip sandwich and the fries, that'll be good. But ooh, how about a cup of soup? And they've got good soups. They have a I think they just call it white chili. I forget what they have. It's always on the menu. It's very good, very tasty, very flavorful. I don't know if it's a chicken chili or a turkey chili or I don't. It's just a tasty chili. But they had a potato, bacon, and cheese soup, and there's just something about. And again, I'm not a huge bacon. I like bacon, but you say the word bacon, I don't go gaga. I gotta have it. But I was like, I like potato soup, but it's very inconsistent. All depends on how good the potatoes are. But I'm like, you know what? My nephew Will didn't want the potato soup. I said, I'll take his potato soup. So I wasn't going to risk anything. If I didn't eat it, no harm, no foul. Weren't wasting any money. It came with his meal. Well, holy cow. This thing came out, it looked like, have you ever seen like biscuits and gravy where the gravy's in a cup and it's got chunks of sausage in it and it looks like wallpaper paste almost, but has that, tannish gray color. Well, this soup comes out and it looks like that and it's got chunks in it. I'm like, wow, doesn't look like many potato soups I've ever seen, but well, let's taste it, man. One spoonful, best soup, not just potato soup, best soup I'd ever had in my life. It was, the flavor was amazing. And the key was the consistency of the potatoes. Because most times when you get potato soup, they're not mushy. There's that fine line between too much starch and just been in the pot for so long that they're just mush. These were perfect. And there were lots and lots of chunks of potato. And the flavor with the bacon and the cheese, oh my gosh. I literally said, if they put this on the menu every meal, it would be the one thing I would get there. And I'm not the kind of guy who eats the same thing every time he goes to a restaurant. I've probably had 25, 30 things on this meal, on this restaurant's menu over the course of the 25, 30 years I've been going there. But oh my gosh, the soup was amazing. And people just think I'm kidding. Because, I'll say something, oh my God, it was the best soup I'd ever had in my life. Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm like, no, seriously. I'm not the boy who cried wolf. This was amazing soup. And I thought to myself, sometimes it is those little things that make all the difference in the world. And this soup, oh my gosh. Now it's been weeks now since I had it. And I'm still thinking about it. Yeah, I don't know why. And again, I like soup. I don't get overly excited about soup. There have been good soups over the years. Good restaurant soups. We were talking about that the other night. A restaurant chain called Eastside Mario's had a great wedding soup for years. There was just something about it, from the consistency of the meatballs and the pasta, that was just great. And then a place called The Cooker that's now long gone. They had a potato soup that was to die for. I can't explain it, and I wish I could recreate it. And very few restaurants do a good job of soup because they make the soup in the morning and it sits there all day. Blah. We're sitting here in traffic again. Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us, home to all the Road Warrior videos. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and someday we're going to get on a different web page. I'm having issues with the .us domain. It gets blocked by X. So I can't share anything from the video blog on X. It tells me you can't access. It's very weird. Drives me crazy. And I think it's the .us domain. I don't know. We're back next week. Thanks for stopping by. The other pub, Lafayette, Indiana. Potato soup. If they got it, get it. See you.